Standard 7, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 4. In previous part, we have learned about how Akbar established his rule over Delhi and how he managed his states. In this part, we will learn about the reforms or the changes done by Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah Suri defeated Humayun in 1540 and captured Delhi. He defeated Humayun twice and established Sur dynasty in Delhi. He ruled over Delhi for 5 years and he introduced many reforms. Reforms means good changes in this short period in his region. Therefore, he better known as the reformer than a warrior because he used to bring a good change in his rule instead of getting more and more region under his control. With Todermal's help, he prepared a table for the revenue or tax collection based on the types of land and production. Who gets more production will pay more tax and who gets less production of grains will pay less tax. Akbar followed the same method as Sher Shah Suri. He removed toll booths so that there would be free transportation of goods. He constructed roads. Sher Shah Suri constructed roads to increase trade and for the convenience of pedestrians. That means who is walking on the road. Among which the famous roads were constructed between Agra and Burhanpur, Agra and Marwad, Lahore and Mulan. He also planted trees on both the sides of road and constructed rest house for the pedestrians. He had set up a mint house to mint silver coins uniform in weight. He was very strict about the discipline of the army and had therefore strictly ordered the army not to harass the villagers or destroy crops while marching. During his rule, kotwals were responsible for arresting criminals. Sher Shah was himself very active and motivated others too by keeping them busy at work. He also supervised all the work done by his followers, which is ordered by him in person. Thus, we can say that Sher Shah Suri has bring a great reforms at the time of his rule for 5 years. As we all know, the battle or the fight between Akbar and Rana Pratap was very famous. All the Rajput rulers were accepting Akbar's rule at that time, but Sisodia Rajput had never accepted his rule. Therefore, many struggles or war had taken place between Sisodia Rajput and Mughals. The great fight held between them was at Chittor's tales of bravery. There were frequent struggles between Mughal and Sisodia Rajput. The courageous Sisodia Rajput were not ready to accept Mughal supremacy and so they fought against Akbar boldly and bravely. Among the warriors, Maharana Pratap's bravery is especially noteworthy. He belongs to Sisodia Rajput. Among the rulers of Sisodia dynasty, Maharana Pratap was the one who fought against Akbar continuously till the end. Since Akbar wanted to set up his rule in Mewar, there were many battles fought between Mewar and Delhi. At that time, Sisodia Rajputs were ruling over Mewar. Among which the Battle of Haldighati is considered to be the landmark battle. Akbar had a huge, well-equipped army with modern weapons, cannons, gunpowders, and sufficient numbers and artillery. That means Akbar was well-equipped with the modern technologies of that time and weapons. But Maharana Pratap had no advantage whereas Maharana Pratap has the advantage of Rajput warriors who lived in forest and were therefore used to fight wars in hilly areas. There were just 20 to 22,000 soldiers who fought bravely against the lakh of Mughal soldiers. In Battle of Haldi Ghati, Maharana Pratap and his horse Chetak attained martyrdom, and that can never be forgotten. Chetak was specially trained for the battles. In battlefield, Chetak would move according to Maharana Pratap's command. When the Battle of Haldighati was at peak, Chetak acted according to Rana Pratap's instruction and jumped high to reach up to the Mughal Senapati who was seated in his elephant. A noteworthy incident is one when Rana Pratap threw a spear at the Senapati, but he was moved because of the Huda. There were many such incidents in the Battle of Haldighati. It is believed that when Maharana Pratap was injured, one of his leaders wore his canopy to distract the Mughal ruler. Chetak took the injured Rana Pratap away from the battlefield. There were many such incidents about Rana Pratap and Akbar mentioned in the history. Maharana Pratap lost the battle against Akbar but did not give up. He wandered into the forest, faced many difficulties but remained determined. Rana Pratap formed the army again with the help of Bahman Shah, a Jain trader, who helped him financially and fought against the Mughal again. He won all the forts except Chittor. He vowed, "I get back Chittor and I will not sleep peacefully." It is pity that he get martyrdom in the battle, but outside the battlefield. Therefore, we can say that Rana Pratap and Akbar both were very brave and courageous and had followed their discipline and worked for their own rule. Here we are completing our chapter. You have to write in your workbook all the questions related to this chapter. In next part, we will learn about chapter number 5, about agriculture, industries and transportation of India. Thank you.